Hey everybody, Stephen Talbot here with another MTG video. Today I want to talk to you guys about, or actually do another pack one pick one pack opening. This time I promise I will do editing and make sure I review the video at least 3 times before I post it, so it's not all weird and stuff like that. So let's go right to it. I got a fat pack for you guys, brand new. I haven't even really touched it. Comes with a box. So let's get that. So I'll just call this a fat pack opening. So basically it comes with a Chandra box, Ignite Your Spark, Magic the Gathering 2014. Throw that away. It comes with a player's guide, which inside has pictures of all the cards and then a big card list in the back. Let's get that out of here. Comes with a Govrook box. Govrook box. Bam. Get that out of here. It comes with nonsense. It comes with this really cool Chandra box to put it all in. 2014. Chandra on both sides. Get out of here. Next, let's give him some scissors. Let's open up one of these packs right here. We have got, looks like it's going to be 5 packs in this one, and then some basic land, I believe. I believe these are all basic lands. I don't believe there's anything else in here. I'll bring these into my local game store. Yep, it's going to be just a bunch of basic lands, nothing too fancy. And this one, we're going to get an M14. I don't know if you guys can see that. Bring this up real close. Focus, focus, focus. There, you guys can figure it out. It's M14 dice. And then it's like some sort of poster. Oh, the Learn to Play. It's kind of funny, guys. We have one of these at our local game store in the bathroom. So while you're going to the bathroom, you can read how to play. But apparently, it doesn't help some people. Some people still don't get the memo. Anyways, so we've got 5 packs here and 5 packs here. That's 10 packs, guys. So I'm gonna go through one. For the pack one, pick one. Remember, rares do not count, although I will show the rare. Got a mountain, and I'll show you the rare at the end. Alright, you ready? Comments. Cyclops Tyrant. Divination. Plummet. Suntail Hawk. Pay No Heed. Rumbling Balleth, Lava Axe, Lightning Talons, Cancel, Giant Growth, those are all the commons, uncommons, Encroaching Wastes, Molten Rebirth, and Howl the Night. So I'm a big proponent of green and black. A lot of my friends do green and red. Excuse me, and some really like mono blue. Here's the 2 things that I see in this pack. You have some really decent green cards. This is obviously a sideboard removal. If you're playing a green deck, you're probably not going to be playing. The green deck, keeping this in would not be a thing, so you'd sideboard this in. If you're playing really heavy green, this might be a card. I really would prefer to not have this in the pack to take this. Let's look at the rare, though. The rare is Jace's Mindseeker. This is actually first pickable, but since we're, actually, let's include the rare this time. This is first pickable. Jace's Mindseeker. The reason being, look at the signal in blue you're passing. You're passing a divination to cancel. And you're going to give someone, you might even put the next two colors in green. White is really underpowered. This land is like whatever. The only cards that I see that are decent red are the Lava Axe, and actually the Molten Birth is actually good. My friend calculated out. It's like he said it's a 4.5 creatures. Every one card per match, he says. So that's his quote unquote take on this. I kind of laugh at him because it's really, it's okay. But this red signal's not very amazing. The blue signal's horrible. You're not going to push anyone in the blue, and the green signal's there. And obviously, if you're playing green, you're probably not playing blue. I mean, unless you're just one of those players who wants to play. Yeah, so I'm actually going to say that that's the pick. If not, if we're not doing rares, common and uncommon, I'm really going to say that that's going to be my pick. Because this will ultimately be worse for your opponent, so your opponent may actually get out of green, or the person you're passing to. So put that over there and get these out of the way. So Jace Mindseeker or the Rumbling Ballast would be my pick in that pack. Alright, let's look at this next one. Get that out of the way. We got a Swamp. Yay, Swamps. Rare, I'm not going to look at it. Alright. So for commons, we have Seismic Stomp, Undead Minotaur, Frost Breath, Plummet, Messenger Drake, Siege Mastodon, Demolish, Archaeomancer, Wild Guess, Canyon Minotaur, Tenacious Dead, Glimpse of the Future, and Flesh Pulper Giant. I don't even know, this sounds creepy. Oh, this is besides the rare, let's look at it in a nutshell. This is not first pickable, I'm just gonna say not first pickable cards over here. I really don't think that's first pickable. Not first pickable. Now the power level on M14 is really down, so you're trying to look for creatures that are good. This is really bad. That's not a thing. It's almost going to be one of these three cards. I'm going to show you guys the rare. It's Elite Arcanist, which is another blue rare. So these are going to be competing on a signal. This pack is not very strong, so the Messenger Drake may not be what people go with. So we have, Malfi Max interesting. Okay, Elite Arcanist. When Elite Arcanist enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant card from hand, copy the exiled card. So if you're going blue, if you already grabbed this, say that was your first pack, obviously you probably grab this. But that aside, we're not going to pick those. Between these three cards, I think are your thing. The Black Sacrifice deck is really strong. Especially if you get the artifact, the Cauldron that says sacrifice a guy, gain 4 life. The Flesh Pulper Giant is really good, but it's a very late kind of removal spell in red, and it's a larger creature. It's a 4/4. It's pretty decent. And the Messenger Drake for 5 mana is a very solid flyer. For 1 when it dies, draw a card. And it's a 3/3, which makes it really, really relevant. 3/3s are big, especially in the end. So I'm going to actually say, in a nutshell, that assuming we're not worried about the blue signal, I would actually take this. Although I have played the Sacrifice deck and have done very well with it, I think in this case I would pick this and actually push my opponent into blue, because this card is strong, but it's not amazing if they don't have a lot of crazy blue spells. So I would actually not worry too much about this. I would pass this, put them in the blue, but then cut all the blue from them this pack. So I think Messenger Drake would be my pick. So I'm going to get all of my picks and just put them in a pile. So when we're ready, I can go back and review them at the end. Okay, next pack. Commons are Child of Night, Angelic Wall, Fog, Seismic Stomp, Show of Valor, Chandra's Outrage, Dark Favor, Giant Spider, Disperse, Spore Mound, Banisher Priest is the uncommon, Shimmering Grotto, Air Servant, and Quicken. So I'm just going to put this right away and just go and pick out the relevant, the amazing cards that are in here. Alright, so guys, the rare is Quicken, and wow, another blue rare. Can we just get something else besides blue, guys? Thank you, Wizards, for stacking my fat pack with blue cards. Spore Mound, Chandra's Outrage, Air Servant, and Banisher Priest. Pack 1, pick 1. Okay, we're pushing ourselves in the double white here, double red, double green, but single blue. Also, you're going to have blue mana to tap creatures with flying. So this actually lets you get around flyers. Now, Chandra's Outrage can kill every single one of these creatures. It's in red. It's a removal spell. So these two are possibly, remember, bread, bombs, removal. Bombs removal, evasion, abilities, and dread, I think it's called, or dread, I don't know. Just the poop of the pack, the gobbledygook, the stuff that you don't need. These are based removal spells, kind of. This is a slower, I guess this is an instant speed, 4 mana, 2 to them. But realistically, the card that I think I would pick, let's just look at the rest of the pack for signaling. The card I think I would pick, I mean, you have green, you have Show of Valor and Angelic Wall, which are not horrible picks. You have black, and that's pretty much all I see in this pack for really, I mean, for signals. So you do have a Fog, which kind of makes a difference, but not really. So black, not worried about it. There's no black card to pick. This doesn't give your opponent a strong white signal, so I think that would be in. In blue, you have Quicken and Disperse, so I'm not really worried about that either. Seismic Stomp, creatures without flying can't block, is not a first pickable card, and that's removal though, so you might push your opponent in the red and take the white. But the green has a signal. So you could bait and switch, where you basically put them into a color by giving them the Spore Mound, and then take everything, but it leaves you with a card. I think, realistically, I would just take the Banisher Priest or the Chandra's Outrage. I'm thinking the Banisher Priest because I really like white. I'm not, unless I was going green, I probably wouldn't go red. So if I'm going white, I may try to go green and cut my opponent out, or I may try to go blue or black. So I'm going to take the Banisher Priest, and that's my pick. Put that to the side. Planes. Alright. Negate. Naturalize. Sapphire Charge. Sentinel Sliver. Show of Valor. Demolish. Giant Spider. Armored Cancrix. Here's a good one. Here we go. Deathgaze Cockatrice. Wild Guess. Woodborne Behemoth. Wall of Frost. Congregate. First things I see right out are these cards. These are the kind of heavy hitters of this pack. Let's move these in the middle so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So the heavy hitters of the pack are more or less the Behemoth, the Deathgaze Cockatrice. I really think I just picked this. There's no other black cards to signal. You can put your opponent into some mediocre green cards. They're not mediocre, but playable green cards, and Wall of Frost is a very good very good defender, and the sliver will definitely interest people. So I think I just take this overall. So that's my pick. Oh, I'm sorry. The rare was indestructibility. And it doesn't affect my decision whatsoever. That was actually probably the easiest one I will have to make. Drop that one on the floor. Of course, it's indestructible, so don't worry about it, guys. Won't get rid of it. Holy crap. Here we go. Oh, man. Wheel giant growth, yay. I guess not really. This pack looks interesting. We've got a Brindleboar, Cyclops, Tyrant, Lightning Talons, Goblin Shortcutter, a Scroll Thief, Mark of the Vampire, Celestial Flare, an Advocate of the Beast, a Trained Condor, a Millstone, a Corrupt, a Dragon's Egg, and a Guardian of the Ages. Holy crap, this is an insane pack. Let's just look at things in terms of, I think, first pickables. We have these probably are first pickable. Corrupt maybe. Millstone I don't think I would pick first. The Dragon's Egg is a possibility. And these are obviously a very, very close. These are all the playables that are under what I think would be first pickable. I really haven't seen much good use on Millstone. Lightning Talons is not bad. These are actually really just a really strong, solid pack. I really think, though, I mean, here's your other blue. There's no other white. I'm just going to say that that's my pick. Celestial Flare is awesome. Trained Condor is amazing. But I really think this has to be my pick for the rare. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the rares. I'm going to go with... So this is a tough choice. I think I would go with the Trained Condor. It's just a flyer, and it gives other creatures you control flying. But man, that's a good card too. I really think I would go with the Trained Condor. So that's going to be my pick. Next one. God, this is going to be a long video. Maybe I get some actual relevant money in these. This elemental token. Alright. Bam. Rootwalla, Time Edge, Show of Valor, Mark of the Vampire, Blur Sliver, Pacifism, Fortify, Elvish Mystic, Shrivel, Vampire Warlord, Uncommon Staff of Domination, Diabolic Tutor. Oh, that's my rare? Oh, I got a foil Disperse. My rare is Seraph the Sword, obviously such a great card. Let's remove the rare and pretend that it's not in this pack, and we'll talk about pack one, pick one possibilities. What is that foil there? Rootwalla is one of them. Playable cards. Rootwalla is one of them. Pacify is one of them. Mark the Vampire. I mean, black, you really have one creature and a bunch of utilities. So I'm going to say that those go here. You're not passing an amazingly strong green signal, but you are saying that you are not... You may say to your opponent you're not in green because of this. They're going to look at this as, oh, we may not be in green because he didn't pick something here, and they may not realize this. So I'm actually going to say Pacify. Because all this black is here, I like black and white, and I'm really hoping that since these aren't strong cards, they don't push my people next to me in black. What I'm hoping is they're going to push the people in black and red and green. And then be able to go kind of black-white enchantment style maybe some black-white enchantments or something like this, and just gain lots of life. But I think that's what I do. I think I take the Pacify over the Root Wallet just because it's, in my eyes, it is removal, but it is in a color that I feel will not be overdrafted. Green, I feel, is such an overdrafted color right now. It's so strong. There's no reason not to draft it. If you can be in a good position where you're not being cut from both ends, obviously. I'll just run with the signals. Let's go Forest. Ranger's Guile. Accursed Spirit. Lightning Talons. Friend of War, Goblin Shortcutter. Divine Favor. Liturgy of Blood. Mind Rot. Deadly Recluse. Striking Sliver. Rod of Ruin. Mana Wept Sliver. And Blessing. Let's say there's nothing amazing in white. So, and the rare is Ajani's Chosen. So I'm going to pretend it's not there because it's good cards, playable cards. It's actually a really tough choice. Here, let's talk about these signals. So we have Liturgy of Blood. It's a great removal spell if you're in mono black or heavy black. Accursed Spirit, which is a little bit cheaper. It's a great creature, but I think that this might put your person next to you seeing this in black. But if you pass, I don't know, maybe if you pass all this good green and this good red, they may not, the person right next to you may not see this, depending on what their first pick is. You're kind of taking a chance. Personally, I think I would take this card, but I mean, there are some other good green cards. So maybe you can push someone in the green and they won't take black, and we'll see that there's red, depending if they go take a sliver. So I think this would be my choice, even though this is really expensive. Its ability to gain you 3 black is not very relevant. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And the rare, I don't know if I showed you what Johnny's Chosen. Whenever you play an enchantment, put a 2/2 or aura, I guess. When you play enchantment or aura, you may put a 2/2 cat in the play and attach the aura to it. All right, we have 3 more packs left. Still no money in my packs, but maybe we'll get something someday. Wolf's Token Swamp. We got a foil Bramble Crush, so the rare is here. Pitchburn Devils, that's a good one. Verdant Haven, Child and Night, Messenger Drake, Altar's Reap. Pacifism, Deadly Recluse, Academy Raider, Coral Merfolk, Illusionary Mask, Illusionary Armor, Flames of the Firebrand, and Elixir of Immortality. Pay attention to this. There's no white signals. There are red signals if you pass. There really isn't a black signal or a green signal per se. And Illusionary Mask and Messenger. Door of Destiny is here. That's the rare. But I would take the Pacifism in this case. Those out of the way. 2 more. Sarpling, Island, rare. Master Diversion, Shock, Shadowborn Apostle, Time-Ed, Nephalia Sea Kite, Rootwall, Dawnstrider Paladin, Armored, Cancrix, Disperse, Canyon Minotaur, Rod of Ruin, Glimpse, and Staff of the Sun Magnus. Here's what I see. These are 2 great white cards and a good green card. Shock is removal. Let's get these out of the way. Cards that probably aren't going to be first picked. Nothing crazy. blue. Really, all I see are these cards. Even so, this probably not over the Dawnstar Pelton. I think here I would take the Root Walla. Into the Wilds is your rarity and upkeep. I would probably still take Into the Root Walla. This can be really good, but it's really not too strong. This is a really strong card. This kind of pushes your opponent into white. So I think I take the Root Walla because, you know, it's just a strong creature. 3 mana 2/2 you can pump, and you'll turn in on their turn. So get that out of the way. Walla's the pick. Now, guys, feel free to comment on what you think is good. All right, here we go. What you think I did wrong, and explain why. Obviously, you don't just say you're an idiot. And I do this all the time. Draft tons. So my choice may be wrong, but obviously I'm looking in a nutshell, guys. You know, I'm not thinking about the rare. I'm not worrying about taking it for money. I'm thinking about it. If you were to be, you know, pack one, pick one, and I just don't want to take the rare because 9 times out of 10 the rares are the most powerful cards. In a real draft, yes, you're going to take the rare if it's there. I mean, if it's the most powerful card, you're taking it. Dismiss into Dreams, that's my rare. Each creature your opponent controls is an illusion in addition to its other types. When this creature becomes target spell abilities, they sacrifice it. For 7 mana, that's kind of interesting. Let's just move that aside. So, let's get out the cards that I think are worth, wow, not worth playing blue. So these I think are even second tier. These are just kind of dead cards for pack one, pick one. They don't really do anything. Doomblade, Withering Flesh, Dismiss. So you do, it's really weak. It's a lot of black cards, but it's a really weak black symbol in this pack. Obviously, there's no white symbol. I really think you just take Doomblade. You can splash it in any deck, and you will splash it in any deck if you play it. Remember, guys, Bomb's removal. This is removal. This card's so good. So I'm just going to slam this and splash it if I have to. I may not even go black. It depends what I see coming left. So, just to recap, guys, we have Doomblade, Root Walla, Pacifism, Accursed Spirit, Pacifism, Trained Condor, Deathgaze Cockatrice, Banisher Priest, Rumbling Baloth, Messenger Drake, and Rumbling Baloth. So these are my 10 picks for the 10 packs. And nothing crazy on the rares. I'm kind of disappointed. For 10 packs, that was a little just weak. Dismissing the Dreams, Quicken, Elite Arcanist, Jace's Mindseeker, Foil Disperse, Into the Wilds, Foil Bramble Crush, Foil Giant Growth, Ajani's Chosen, Seraph the Sword, Indestructibility, Guardian of the Ages, and Door Destinies are my rare / foils. Anyways, guys, I'm going to do one last pick of these, which one I think would be best out of all the cards here. Put these in some sort of order. Wow, I picked no red cards. That's really interesting. But out of all these cards, I'm just going to point out, guys, this card right here is the best. I think this card is just amazing, but I mean, if you look at how many different cards are here, guys, this is probably still outweighs most of them. Anyways, guys, Stephen Talbot, that was my Pack One Pick One remake video, but until next time, until next time, like down below, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. And I love your comments, and I like hearing what you guys want me to do as far as videos, and I will try to give you the content as best as I can. Anyways, guys, thank you again. Stephen Talbot, out.